Thank you.
I welcome you all to our special meeting today. We have a special agenda. We have a speech marathon today. So as I can see, there is no guest today. So I'll just start with the history of Toastmasters. Toastmasters is a platform where we learn public speaking and the leadership qualities. It started in the year 1905 by Dr. Ralph C. Smedley, who was the education director at the Illinois University. He started informally with the young men's, and then in the year 1924, Toastmasters officially got chartered and got the international status. And today, in the year 2024, we are celebrating 100 years of Toastmasters International. At present, Toastmasters is present across 174 plus countries. We have 15,000 plus clubs, and we are a strong members of 3 lakh plus. And we are Trailblazers Toastmasters Club. We meet every Thursday, 3 to 4:30, online as well as offline. And today we have a very special guest among us. He is our very own Area Director, Area G2 Director, Toastmaster Suhail Ahmed. Please give a huge round of applause and mark the presence of our Area Director, Toastmaster Suhail.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shailu, for that warm introduction. And I'm looking forward for this meeting. So all the very best to each one of you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. With this, I formally announce this meeting as open. And I would like to share one achievement of our Trailblazers Toastmasters Club. Recently, we have completed our 9 DCP and we are officially a President Distinguished Club for the year 2023-24. The credit goes to each one of you for attending the trainings, for completing your projects and completing all the necessary things which contributes to gaining our DCP. So thank you for all your kind support and help. And today we have a very special agenda. Yeah, please come. Yeah, please come. We have a very special agenda. We have a speech marathon. So we will having only speech marathon today, and our theme is also aligned to that. The theme is International Exercise Day. How many of you do exercise regularly? Occasionally. Occasionally. So that's why today we have our very own member who is going to tell us the insight or give us the insight about International Exercise Day or how exercise is important and all those things. So I would like to call on stage our very own Toastmasters, who is a principal dev engineer working in the storage area in Oracle. She loves gardening, traveling, and reading. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one and only Toastmaster Maria. Over to you, Toastmaster Maria.
Thank you, Mr. President. Welcome to our District Director, Suhail, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. As Toastmaster of the day, it is my responsibility to introduce today's speakers. And after the speeches have concluded, I will ask for the timer's report and for our counter report. I will then return control of the meeting to the President before we conclude today. So how many of you here exercise regularly? It could be walking, yoga, swimming. And I'm asking you just because it is good. And we have a yoga instructor, Namrata, as well here, right? So today is National Exercise Day, and this day is dedicated to encouraging each one of you to participate in physical activity and exercise. So it is a day to try something different and start a new habit if you have not been exercising regularly. So you can build a strong foundation for a lifelong health. And applying this to a Toastmaster meeting, today, we are going to try something different. So we decided to have a speech marathon today. So I will now call upon the tech team. Right? Can we have the timer? Shri, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Hi,
Go ahead.
hi, I'll be the timer for the today's meeting. Since we only have speeches and evaluations, the timings will be as follows. For the icebreaker speeches, the time will be 4 to 6 minutes. I'll show the green card at 4-minute interval. At 5-minute, I'll show the yellow card, and at 6-minute, I'll show the red card. And for the other speeches, the time is from 5 to 7 minutes. I'll show green card at 5, yellow card at 6-minute mark, and red card at 7-minute mark. For evaluations, the timings are 2 to 3 minutes. I'll show green card at 2-minute mark, a yellow card at 2.5-minute mark, and red card at 3-minute mark. I'll change the background of my Zoom to indicate the timings. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Maria.
Thank you so much, Ray. So do we have a grammarian as well for today's meeting?
No grammarian, no accountant as well, just timer.
Okay, sure. So the L1, let us start with the L1P1 speech, right? So L1P1 speech is the first speech that the Toastmaster member gives as part of the Level 1 Pathways program. So the objective of a Toastmasters icebreaker speech is to basically you introduce yourself, you help the audience learn something new about you, establish yourself as a member of the club, and of course, practice your presentation skills. So we have two people giving the icebreaker speech today. So I'm sure we will have lots of exercise planned out for our members today. So after the icebreaker speech, we need each one of you to stand up. So we will start with the first, call upon the first evaluator, Namrata. Can you put Namrata on Zoom? Yeah, okay, great.
Yeah.
So Namrata is a yoga instructor who believes to live in the moment. She loves gardening, trekking, and all outdoor activities. Thank you, Namrata, for being the evaluator today for Dakshayani.
Thank you, Toastmaster Maria. So my target speaker is Toastmaster Dakshayani. She'll be giving her first speech, icebreaker speech. So purpose of this speech is to introduce themselves to the club and learn the basic structure of the public speech. So I'll give all the best to Dakshayani, and back to you, Toastmaster Maria.
Thank you, Toastmaster Namrata. So becoming me, I welcome Toastmaster Dakshayani on the stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Maria.
So becoming me, Dakshayani. Dakshayani becoming me. All the best.
Thank you, Toastmaster Maria. Hi everybody. Good afternoon.
Hello.
So, how many of your parents scolded you as kids for not sleeping on time? Yeah, mine too. In fact, a typical conversation between me and my mom in school, I clearly remember this, would have gone something like this. Dakshani, why you're not in bed yet? It's already 10 p.m. Yes, ma, but I have to do homework. I have to do something, it's really important. What homework? I thought you finished everything in the evening. Why are you still having homework to do? And then I would run off. I would say that I had to read my book and I would run off. This was actually a homework that my English teacher had asked me to do. I would use that as an excuse actually to read. So my English teacher had told us to read for 10 minutes every single day before going to bed. And using that little thing as an excuse, I'd pick up my book and I would start reading. And I would read way past my bedtime and way past 10 minutes, much to my mother's irritation. That is just like one little story about how much I love reading. For those of you here who may not know me, I am Dakshayani, and I'm here today to talk about the most difficult person in my life, me. So, I was only around 9 years old when my grandfather called me to talk to me. So every summer, my parents would ship me and my sister off to my grandparents' place. I guess after living with us for so long, they also needed a break. So anyway, my grandfather called me, and he's a pretty stern man. People were generally a little bit afraid of him, but he loved me to bits. He would drop in with unexpected visits, he would bring me presents, and on that day, he gave me the best present of my life. And you guessed it, it was a book. And it was not just any book, it was the Trojan War. Like I told you, right? Like I was just 9 years old. I had zero reading and comprehension skills at that point, and I was scared to read it. But my grandfather would hear nothing of it. So during the sweltering summer afternoons of Tirupati, I would sit with him and we would read. I would learn about how the goddess of hate dropped a golden apple amongst a group of goddesses, and they all started to fight about who's the most beautiful. I would also learn about how a single Cupid's arrow caused an entire war to erupt between the Trojans and Greeks, resulting in, you guessed it, the Trojan War. So I wouldn't just read these things, right? I had to underline every word that I didn't know and learn its meaning. I also remembered every single fact that I read. I had. I would be sitting somewhere eating mangoes or praying with my cousins or whatever, and my grandfather would randomly quiz me. Who's the king of Ithaca? Ulysses, I would say. I still remember it, and I would be so glad that I remembered it. Anyway, eventually we finished reading the Trojan War, and then he handed me another book, and then another book, and then another book. And eventually I went back home to Hyderabad, and I got myself a library subscription, and I read every single thing that I could find. At this point, you all might be thinking that I'm talking about my love for reading. I'm actually not. I'm talking about how every single time I picked up something new that I didn't know about, I didn't get scared. I just went ahead and I did it anyway. That's how I taught myself music, coding, board games, skincare, ask me tips, seriously, and whatnot. But somewhere recently, over the years, I forgot that little part about myself that loves to learn and that is curious. I'm slowly getting back to it. And that's actually why I called this speech as Becoming Me, because I am rediscovering my own love for learning. I also called this that because I don't know if any of you noticed, Becoming is a wonderful book by Michelle Obama, who I'm a huge fan of. I was actually, I'll admit, a little bit nervous, a teensy bit nervous to stand here and give a speech and deliver my icebreaker. But I thought, after standing in front of the school choir and embarrassing myself for years together, I think I'll be okay. And I don't think I'll just be okay. I'm excited to be here. I'm looking forward to what I can do here with Toastmasters. I'll get to learn something new and it can only be fun, right? Thank you.
Wow, what a wonderful speech, Dakshayani. Amazing. Thank you so much. So now we'll start with the second icebreaker speech. We have Shailu, who will be the evaluator for Abhipsa. So welcome, Shailu. So Shailu is the backbone of our club, our president. So he has 3 years of IT experience, currently working in customer success team at Oracle. He's a gold medalist in BTech and wants to explore, learn, and embrace the beauty of this diverse world. Thank you, Toastmaster Shailu.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Maria, for such a wonderful introduction. Today, my target speaker is Toastmaster Abhipsa. She is going to attempt her level 1, project 1, that is the icebreaker. The objective of her speech is to introduce herself to the club and to also learn the basic structure of writing a speech. Timer, please note that the time limit for the speech is 4 to 6 minutes. I wish all the very best to my target speaker, Toastmaster Abhipsa. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Maria.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shailu. And welcome, Abhipsa. So just a short introduction. Abhipsa works as an MTS with Oracle OCI. She joined Toastmasters very recently after being an unofficial member for a long time. So she is a book and a stationery lover, a music enthusiast, and also a very fast tech learner. A fun fact about her is she owns all types of keyboards and mouse varieties of Logitech. So she's here to learn to stay composed and think well while speaking in public. All the very best to Toastmaster Abhipsa.
Thank you, Maria. Hello, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. A very good and hot afternoon to everyone. As I was writing about my icebreaker, I came across a very basic question: who was I? I never thought about it. Just saying that I am a software engineer isn't enough. I think we are all compilations of all the emotions and experiences that we go through in our lives. So I also noticed there is a resemblance between all the experiences that I have gone through and the seasons, the spring, the summer, the winter, the autumn and the winter of Earth. So I'll take you on a tour and let's start. Welcome to the summer season. So you must be wondering why I did not start with spring, because spring means new beginnings. But the fun fact is I was born in April in summer, so for me it starts from there. If you ask, in my childhoods, in my school days, I made a lot of best friend forevers, so called, and my teachers would look at me as this walking cabinet of hope. But I had one struggle. If I had gotten 94 this time, how can I make it to 95? So you might have guessed it well. I aced my 10th with jumping and flying colors. But now suddenly I was in 11th. It was harrowing. Suddenly everyone started expecting me to remember 2 years worth of course and prove it myself in the king of all tests, IIT JEE. I was this grown tree who was now struggling with this pest called IIT JEE to flourish into a big tree with big leaves and beautiful flowers. Alas, there was no flowers, no IIT, no NIT. So with this, I move on to the autumn season of my life. Sad, right? Yeah, it was. So all the best friend forevers that I made in my school days, from that first the forevers went away, then the best went away, and the friends also fell apart like the leaves of an autumn tree do. Now I was standing in front of this government college that I was supposed to join, and I was standing in front of its main gate. I was reading the name, College of Earring and Technology. Reading that, my hope said, I'll stay outside, you go inside. I had no other option. And from day one, I did not feel like I belonged to this place. The teaching was as efficient as you all can imagine. And by fourth year, I realized we had companies, they were famous for their toxic work culture around India. So I decided I'll skip the placements and I'll go for masters. So I graduated successfully with 3 things. 1, no job. 2, feeling dejected because I was treated always a little bit differently because I was a little obese. I did not look like that ideal pretty girl. And 3rd, just 2 friends left, which is not as bad. With that, I entered the cold winter of my life. Haunting. Yeah. So I decided to give GATE, and I thought GATE is easier than IIT JEE. So how difficult could it be? This time the IIT is mine. I gave GATE. I cleared the exam also, and my rank was as useful as my BTech college. So after that, everyone in my family started suddenly panicking. They noticed my age, that my age was running out, my time is running out. They just said, you join any college that you get this time. But I cried, I shouted, thanks to the terrible experience of my BTech college, that I did not want to join another mediocre college this time. Not for masters. Then, just as I started preparing, a cold wind from China blew throughout the earth, and I was sick with COVID.
So in that COVID, my precious August, September, I just coughed and coughed. By October, when I stopped coughing, I got to know that the gate people have changed the pattern only. Just made it a little more difficult. I was struggling selecting one answer from 4 options. Now I have to select multiple answers from 4 options. So never mind, I had just 3 months left. I gave it my all. I prayed to the Lord that please, please, please change the season. Enough. And sometimes your prayers get answered. And the season changed. It was springtime. It was my time. I got into NIT Rourkela. Yes, I know it's not IIT, but it had very decent placement records, and the campus was huge, only next to IIT Kharagpur. It was beautiful. I got non-judgmental, open-minded people. I made beautiful friendships with them, which still exist today. I don't know if they'll be forever or not, but they do exist today. And the tree which had gone barren with naked branches without any leaves in the winter phase. Now they were fully covered with leaves again. But there were no flowers yet. So after a few months, someone I liked there came with a weak voice, trembling hands and body and said, I like you too. And then flowers had to bloom, right? It was full spring for me. And after that, I got placed at Oracle. So it was icing on the cake. No, it was actually the cake I went to NIT. With this, my journey came to an end and I'm here. And I think life also comes full circle like these seasons. If you're that strong tree which is rooted and you can face all the seasons are bound to change. So with that, I sprung into my spring by breaking the cold ice of winter. That's my icebreaker. Thank you.
Wow. A hearty congratulations. Abhipsa, that's very beautiful the way you explained your life. Perfect introduction. Okay, so I'll call upon Toastmaster Namrata, who is a yoga instructor, to say a few words on National Exercise Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Maria. So we'll do a quick exercise. Close your eyes, everyone. Now observe the thumb of your right hand. Like, move your attention to the thumb.
Sorry, you asked to close the eyes.
Yeah. Are you able to observe it?
Yes.
Okay. Now open your eyes. Open. Yeah. Now move the thumb properly. Like move it. Like pull it and
Twist it.
now again close the eyes and observe it. Do you feel the little difference?
Yeah.
That you are able to concentrate on it? Okay, you can open your eyes.
Suppose lunchtime.
I should have taken some different word, but so basically, if you move your body parts, you can put your attention to it, like you will be observing it, and that makes a huge difference. Like we condition our mind by studying, we need to condition our body by exercising. I don't have much content actually. So why should we exercise? Anybody want to tell?
Stay fit. Mentally, physically fit.
Okay. Yes, right. To stay fit, we should exercise and sorry, I really don't have much content. Yeah, thank you. Back to you, Master. Toastmaster Maria.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Namrata. That was really nice. Thanks. I'm sure you have motivated all of us to think exercising. So now I call upon Toastmaster Banali. She will be evaluating Ravindra, who is attempting his L1 P3 speech. So Toastmaster Banali is a senior manager in documentation Fusion Cloud Apps. She is a passionate learning new things, reading books, and spending time with children. She is a district level humorous speech contestant. I have heard many of her speeches and they're really too good. Thank you so much, and Toastmaster Banali, and welcome.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Maria. So, Toastmaster Ravindra is my target speaker today, and he's going to attempt his L1P3 speech. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice his vocal variety and body language to enhance a speech. Toastmaster Ravindra, all the best.
Thank you.
Over to Toastmaster Maria.
Thank you, Toastmaster Banali. I now call upon Ravindra. So Ravindra works in the OCI project and he tries for betterment every day. He's interested in enhancing spiritual growth and trying to spend each moment and making each moment joyful. His speech for today is Transformation in Life, Ravindra. Ravindra, Transformation in Life. Thank you again and all the best.
So, three things I feel that are haunting in my life are hampering my growth or my success. One is I feel those three things I need to overcome, and I have overcome about 80%, and I'm trying to get 100% so that I will be 100% successful. So the three things are, first thing is, it may be funny for you, but first thing is screaming in the dreams. And the second thing is, I was being compared with others, and I was also comparing myself with others. And the third thing is, I have a stone face. You mean stone face in the sense, if I go to any functions or festivals or marriages, when they take photo with my family members, my wife will ask, why are you not laughing? Why are you so serious? So I came to know from my friend that is a stone face. So I felt like I have a stone face. So I'm trying to overcome that. So coming to my dreams. So dreams, everybody get dreams in night, right? Yes. So anybody scream in the night? No. So I'm the only one. So I was trying to overcome it. So the dreams are like in the environment we grow from the childhood and the friends we have and the home to interact with and how I am treated and how I am treating others. Based on this and also the movies that I watch, based on these conditions, I used to get dreams in the night. So for example, I used to get a scary dream. Like I will explain the dream. So in the dream, I was alone at home. My wife and my kids went to native place. I was alone at the home. So in the night, I have done everything. I have made a dinner and night. I closed all the doors and sleeping in the night, going to sleep in the night, and assume that this is the dream. Okay? So I'm sleeping in the night, and suddenly in the night I woke up and went to washroom. So suddenly I see the light is very dark, and suddenly I see in the dining table a man sitting. So that is the dream, and I started screaming in the dream. So while I scream, before my marriage, I also used to get such illusionistic dreams and filled with also not only the scary dreams, but also filled with adventure, illusions, and everything. So when I scream before marriage, my brothers used to see me, and they used to wake up, and they used to get scared. Especially my younger brother used to get very much scared. And after marriage also, my wife My wife and my kids used to get scared because of my shouting. I used to shout very loud. So that especially my younger kid, who is 5 years old, he literally slapped me once. And said, because I can feel his fear, like he's very small, right? He's very feared, and he used to wake up in the night when I scream. So that is one dream, and the other dream is like I'm going to a trekking or a mountain trekking with my friends, and we keep on trekking and go to the top of the mountain. And I was the one who was trying to be in the first to go to the top of the mountain. So suddenly I slipped, I hit a rock and slipped down, and I started falling from the mountain. I was in the air, and suddenly at that time I used to shout. So that is one kind of dream. And the other kind of dream is like when I was walking, suddenly in the night, suddenly a dog started barking on me and hold on my leg. So in the dream I was trying to get rid of that dog. Like this. I was trying to giggle my leg and forcefully and trying to get rid of that dog. And I was really I'm sleeping realistically, like in the real life I'm sleeping near the wall. So suddenly I do like this in the dream, and suddenly I hit my leg on the near to the wall. And that was painful situation. So that is one kind of dream. So these kind of dreams, I'm trying to overcome them. And coming to this comparison of my life with others, I was being compared by my family members with others, like, hey, he's doing well, he's having a good job, he's being successful in life. Why are you? So when I was young, I feel like if you say such things to a young when we are in to a kid or a college going kid, so they feel like rejected, rebuked. So the same thing I don't want to follow the same thing towards my kids. Whenever my kid gets less marks in the exams, I feel like I encourage him so that he will not discourage himself. So that is one thing, and the third thing is stone face. So stone face is like I came to know that there is a stone face. I used to watch lot of Hollywood movies like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone, like Terminator 2 and all those things. So when I asked my friend came to know, he said that once, yeah, the movie is good lot, but the actor Arnold Schwarzenegger and this Sylvester Stallone are stone face. I said, what is stone face? Stone face is like whatever the scene they give, sad scene or happy scene or any kind of scene they act, they don't have expressions in their face. Every time they see, their face will be like same every time in every situation. So I felt like mine is also stone face. Maybe that's why I'm not laughing while somebody takes a picture in the photo. So these things I'm trying to overcome, and maybe because of that I joined Toastmasters, and I'm trying to be a better person. So with that I'll end my speech. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravindra, and for sharing your concerns and how you have transformed in life. So now we will call upon the next evaluator, Abhinav, who would be evaluating Toastmaster Dinesh for his L1 P4 speech. So Abhinav is a jack of many trades. He's also my mentor, and I turn to him for advice, and he's always has the perfect answer. So he works for Oracle Retail AI Foundation Applications team. He has been a Toastmaster for years and served as a district and club officer. Earlier, he likes to stay creative by writing blogs, making podcasts, designing graphics, and delivering speeches. Welcome, Toastmaster Abhinav.
Thank you, Toastmaster Maria, for such a good introduction, which I wrote. Thank you so much for telling it. Today, my target speaker is Toastmaster Dinesh, and he's attempting his level 1 evaluation feedback project. In this speech itself, he's going to repeat the last speech he gave by applying the feedback he received from the evaluator. So, second speech of this same project. And the purpose of the speech project is to practice applying feedback. With that, all the best to Toastmaster Dinesh. Back to you, Toastmaster Mario.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhinav. So welcome, Dinesh.
Thank you, Mario.
Okay, so Dinesh is a software developer. He for Oracle retail application. He has been in IT for the past 4+ years. He's always looking forward to connecting with like-minded folks which interest in music, art, and the movies. So today he's giving his L1 a P4 speech. A man named Al, Dinesh Dora. Dinesh Dora, a man named Al.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Maria. Before I start, I just want to confirm audio-visual check. It's fine?
Yes.
Okay. Just a moment. Let me pin myself. A very good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, I'll be sharing a tale of a man named Al. A mere trot of a few meters suddenly felt miles away. The sand beneath did no favor to the protagonist of today's story. We'll call him Mr. Al. The starry night above and an eerie-looking sea beside. But nothing seemed to hinder this old man from his sprint. The deafening noise of waves crashing against mighty boulders was all that the ears could hear. And then, in a moment's notice, all of it went poof. All the cataract's eyes could see was a bright yellow light, almost as bright as the sun. All the subdued ears could hear was the crackle and pop of wood turning into ashes. He felt a warmth. The warmth which always comforted him was so full of deceit today. Mr. Al fell on his bony knees, tears rolling down his wrinkled face as he witnessed the blazing fire take down his home. Oh, what wouldn't Mr. Al do to be capable of putting out this fire? But he wasn't. He was helpless, lying idle, witnessing the destruction of his Pompeii. The house, which had a bed in it, which always comforted Mr. Al after a long day's toil, was up in flames. The living room, which had 2 comfortable sofas for Mr. Al and his wife, was suddenly nowhere to be found. The columns, the pillars, the doors, and the windows all bore a familiar fragrance, the scent of Mr. Al's wife. This fire, this ruthless fire, it was taking away her scent. It was taking away her essence. The house, which was just moments away, minutes away from turning into rubble, was nothing but a symbol of their everlasting love. The woody walls were always crowded with hundreds of portraits that Mr. Al clicked. Whenever asked to pick a favorite, he would chuckle and say, "What kind of a question is this?" All, of course. That was Mr. Al, lying with a straight face, because in his heart of hearts, he knew the portrait he'd take to his grave was that of his magnificent lover, clicked on a hilltop with the ocean in the backdrop. Loss was just an understatement to convey what this poor man was going through. The same universe which he couldn't stop thanking to for making his love happen was suddenly conspiring against him today. First, it took away his lover, and now her memories too. The roof of the house which protected Mr. Al and his wife from countless storms and heat waves was just seconds away from collapsing in. There was a melancholy setting in. a strange sense of peace. Mr. Al knew he was defeated. The fire bested him. All these years, he was relentlessly trying to prevent this fire from taking down his home, from taking away his wife's memories, but to no avail. In a flicker of a second, all that was left was just ashes. Suddenly, a gust of wind started flowing from the west. There was a morbid chill in this air. The wind, with all its might, took away the very last remnants of the house, the very last remnants of his wife's memories to the black and endless sea. Mr. Al was there. Yes, he was. But this wind took away his breath, took away his love. A paralyzing pain crawled over his body, and heaving a sigh, he fell down on the ground. Drained out of even the last bits of his energy, he decided to give his teary eyes a rest. The eyes woke up, yes, they did, albeit to a very different setting, but Mr. Al could care less. The bed on which he lay was tidy and comfortable, a hospital bed, he was told. The entrance of this room bore a humongous sign that read psychiatric ward. There was a man with a sturdy build, seated right next to Mr. Al, and he was saying something. But what was it? Amidst the muffled noise, Mr. Al could hear him say, Sir, do you remember anything about the woman? A confused and puzzled Mr. Al replied, Woman? What woman? The man reverted, Your wife, sir. Do you remember anything about her? Baffled by such a sudden influx of information, Mr. Al, in his lowest decibel, replied, My wife? And that's it. Dejected and disappointed, that's all Mr. Al had to say. The man beside was quick to realize that maybe the unforgiving waves of Mr. Al's disease did not spare even his sweetheart's memories, the same memories which were etched in every nook and corner of the house which burned down. The house which burned down. You see, my friends, Mr. Al lost his wife many moons ago to cancer. All that was left of her was these sweet memories, the memories which he has been cherishing for all this long, until 5 years ago, when the wrathful waves of a tsunami called Alzheimer's started sweeping in all of Mr. Al's memories one by one into the black sea of nothingness. Today, it took its last straw. It took away his house, his abode, his wife's memories. The burnt house, which was witnessed by Mr. Al, was nothing but a remembrance of her fond memories, the same memories which he promised would die with him. The flames which engulfed his house were nothing but the tentacles of his aggressive Alzheimer's. Today, Mr. Al is helpless and alone. Despite all his efforts, he couldn't save his wife. And today, he even lost her memories. My dear friends, that concludes the tale of a man named Al and how he lost the most crucial battle of his life to Alzheimer's. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Guru.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dinesh. That was a really sad story that we heard. Thank you so much for sharing this. It made us realize the fragility of human life. So I would now call upon the evaluators. We will start with Toastmaster Namrata for Dakshayani.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dakshayani. What an awesome speech, I'll say. You started from your childhood, how like asking question, how like does people used to also sleep late and trouble their mom? Made sure that everybody is engaged and that everybody is listening to your speech, because when you ask question, people will reply or they'll be engaged in your conversation. You showed a little bit play between your mom and you. That was really nice because I think everyone could relate to it. Actually, I could relate to it. My mom always saying that. Just one thing is that when you were asking some questions, the first question you asked and you gave some time to answer. Other questions like my grandpa gifted me and you said you guessed it right. You could have given some time so that we could have said something or guessed something. Little bit time. Obviously, you have to give the answer because we don't know what is it. So, little bit time you have to give. You used hand gestures and eye contact effectively. You can use the whole stage also to move around a little bit while talking so that it shows that you are a little bit more comfortable. It showed that you are more comfortable because you are speaking with so much confidence. It felt like you are prepared well and you know your story, so you like crafted it well from starting to the end. That's it. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Namrata. So I will now call upon Toastmaster Shailu for evaluating Abhipsa.
There's a famous quote which says, "You don't have to be great to start. You have to start to be great." And that's what my target speaker, Toastmaster Abhipsa, showed today. Congratulations, Toastmaster Abhipsa, for attempting a level 1 project 1 icebreaker speech. What a wonderful treat to our ears with the melodious music. The way you have taken us through your life stages with music and segregated it into the seasons. Wow. It was an amazing structure you just presented in front of us. You showed summer you were born, then 10th, 12th, then autumn, then winter. You got into you prepared for IIT, you've given GATE. Then in spring you got into NIT. What a wonderful structure with each season. You just resembles like what each season shows and how it's impact in your life. A very good attempt in that. And for the icebreaker, it's very difficult to show the vocal variety, and you have showed it. Really awesome. And also in your first speech, you have used the prop in your stage. So this is also a great attempt. You showed a wonderful eye contact with the audience. Full audience engagement was there. You have a good command over language and vocabulary. So kudos to you for that. I think this is one of my best icebreaker I have heard since then. But with every seasons, you can expect some unexpected rains. So for that, you have to carry umbrella. So for that, I can say, I'll guide you. Whenever you're on stage, whenever you feel nervous, just take a pause. Just look into the eyes of the audience. Don't look down. It shows you are underconfident. I know it's your first speech. We have to build it up. We will work on that. But anyways, overall, wonderful speech. It was awesome. And as an evaluator, I always crave whether the objective is met or not. And I can say you have aced that. Thank you for that. And all the very best. Looking forward to hear such more speeches from you in the near future. Thank you. And over to you, Toastmaster Maria.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Shailu, for the wonderful evaluation. So I will now call upon Toastmaster Banali for evaluating Toastmaster Ravindra.
I'd like to congratulate Toastmaster Ravindra for completing L1P3 speech. And I think what stood out in your whole speech is that it was true. Whatever you said from your heart. You were literally showing us how you slept, how you kicked the wall, how your kid slapped you. So, I think the best part was you were truthful. You were saying things that happened, and we could see that. So you actually came across as an excellent storyteller. You told us the story. We could visualize you. like hitting the wall and doing stuff like that. The dog holding you and, trying. A man sitting at the dining table. Oh my God. It was like almost, I was like, watching a movie where these things were happening. So beautifully done, I would say. Your speech purpose was vocal variety and body language. And I think you did great in that. Okay, I'll come to that. But I think vocal variety and body language both, I could see like you were on top of the mountain and some, the way you described those stuff, it came across very well. I listed a few things from this speech. I think the most important was you entertained all of us. We kept laughing throughout the speech. You seasoned the speech with, you generated laughter quite a few times. So it's not easy. And another thing is like we all were hooked. At least I noticed, I as an evaluator, I didn't have to pay attention forcefully. It was so easy to pay attention to your speech. So everything I listened to and I could imagine, I could understand and remember. So great job on that. You know how to make fun of yourself, which is actually, I would say a strength as a speaker. People enjoy that. And stone face, I don't really agree that you have a stone face. you don't have a stone face. That's something I don't know who said that to you. So, not at all. You're not stone face for sure. No, we don't feel that. Audience engagement, you hooked everyone, and yeah, I think that's pretty much a few things that I might want to suggest to you is voice variety, vocal variety. Probably you can work a little more on it, like, ups and downs of the voice. You did a great job, and I have heard your previous speeches, so I see a great, improvement. So definitely but you can be better. That is something I feel. So I would like to challenge you to present the next speech with better voice variety, vocal variety. That is something. And another thing is the structure of the speech is something you can work on a little more. I know you organized these three things like, screaming in the dreams and comparing with others and stone face, but maybe a little more on the content, the structuring of the content. The incidents are really great and impactful. So that's about it. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Toastmaster Banali. Amazing evaluation, and you hit the mark. I now call upon Toastmaster Abhinav for evaluating Dinesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Maria. Today we heard a wonderful speech again by Toastmaster Dinesh, full of imagery, full of great vocal variety, great word usage, vocabulary, and so on. Before I start the speech, I'll tell about the last evaluator, what they spoke about, and how you applied the feedback. One thing was they told about was I was not the evaluator myself, somebody else was, but they said that it didn't have a takeaway. That was one feedback last time. Second was, which was my feedback, to make it more understandable. And I told you one more thing about that. When we write something, it could be a story. In writing, it's different. And when we give a speech, it is totally different. In writing, we can go on and on without telling the actual objectives. But in speech, we have to come to it pretty quickly. So I'll tell you how we apply the feedback and so on. So first of all, I was very impressed about your vivid imagery you put across. So descriptive words you used and the storytelling abilities you have are wonderful. Not only that, you stood up and delivered speech, you kept the laptop at your eye level, and your gestures were easily visible. So your body language was positive, it was apt to the words you were speaking, it was really, really good. You also had great pauses. Pauses are something which make each story more and more effective. So I think you used the pauses pretty well. At one point, you did a long pause in which your thoughts might be derailed a bit, but you came back pretty great again. So on this point itself, I have one thing is that when we remember a speech word by word, if you derail some words here and there, it will be difficult. For now, it's all fine, but try to remember your speech main pinpoints, not word to word. But this was a storytelling kind of speech, so I think it's that you did a great job on that. Also, the feedback which I told you about, remove the part which is not necessary. So you did that. I remember your speech was the house was called X, and the hospital was town was Zymers. I think it was confusing for people, and you removed that, so there's no X and Zymers. I think everybody got to know eventually you're talking about Alzheimer's. So, and the word usage was really beautiful, like tsunami to the Black Sea, memories fading away like a house burning and turning to ashes. It was really, really wonderful. I mean, I don't really have words like that you had to describe your speech, but it was really, really good. I think you have great potential in delivering speeches which have stories. Keep it up, keep building up, tell more stories. And I don't have anything negative to tell about your body language because it's really, really good. So keep doing the same kind of speeches with a lot of stories, a lot of vocabulary, great vivid imagery in your words. So you'll do really, really good. And I think you applied all the feedback which was given to you. So it did have a takeaway as such, but the takeaway was Alzheimer is a disease and people are suffering from it will have their own way of dealing with it. And you told it pretty well. With that, that's my evaluation. All the best to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhinav. It's very good evaluation. So moving the body is a vital part of not only our physical health, it also impacts the emotional and mental health as well. So exercise works together with the body to promote a longer, happier life for anyone who does it on a regular basis. And the important thing to remember is regular. So according to the Mayo Clinic, a good standard for exercise for an adult to get around is around 150 minutes of aerobic exercise per week, which comes to roughly around 20 minutes a day, or 30 minutes for 5 days with 2 days rest in between. I now call upon the timer, Shri Greg, for his evaluation.
Hi, thank you, Toastmaster Maria. All the speeches and evaluations, they're so great today. And almost all of them have followed the timings except just one. So I'll just go speech by speech and evaluation by the timings taken. The first speaker, Toastmaster Dakshayani, took 4 minutes 38 seconds. The second speaker, Toastmaster Abhipsa, took 6 minutes 4 seconds. Toastmaster Ravindra in the third speech took 7 minutes and 11 seconds. And Toastmaster Dinesh in fourth speech took 7 minutes 35 seconds. So he shot by 5 seconds, like even after the grace period. Coming to the evaluations, Toastmaster Namrata took 1 minute 30 seconds. It is 30 seconds less than the required 2 minutes, but it is in the buffer time. Toastmaster Shalu took 2 minutes 10 seconds. Toastmaster Banarli took 3 minutes 27 seconds, and Toastmaster Abhinav took 3 minutes and 17 seconds. Thank you. Back to Toastmaster Maria.
Thank you so much, Shri. So now we will have a short table topic session, and I call upon Toastmaster Dinesh for the same. So over to you, Toastmaster Dinesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Okay, so this was, just a moment, let me pin myself in. So this was the very essence of table topics, which we didn't plan, but anyway, we are going to do it. So table topics, what it is? Well, table topics is, an extempore kind of a thing where topics are given on the spot. The participants are given some time, maybe 30 seconds, I guess, to come up with some content on the topics, and they have to deliver. The timings are a little different from the prepared speeches. So here we have 2 minutes as the time limit for a particular table topic, starting with And the flags that will be shown at different time intervals are red flag the green flag at 1 minute, the yellow flag at 1 minute 30 seconds, and the red flag at 2 minutes. An additional grace period of 30 seconds would be given for the contestant or the participants to come up with the content. So let's just go ahead. I want volunteers. Guests are obviously encouraged because this is open to everyone, not only the members. So any volunteers for the first table topic?
Only for guests. Give me the simple topic, you know.
Yes. I don't even have any topics. I'll give something that's off my head. May I know your name, please?
Her name Anek Singh. Anek Singh.
Anek Singh. Okay, Anek. Okay, Anek. So,
I have to say that.
okay, Anek. So your table topic. So now we have officially entered the summer season. Now that the news that it's actually hot in Bangalore, so we know the entire India is in summer. So I want you to share a very fond memory of yours in summer season. It could be any timeline, as you as a kid or as an adult, anywhere. But any fond memory, any fond story you have of the summertime. All the best to you.
Okay, thank you. So, summer season.
You have 30 seconds.
Okay, 30 seconds to think and then
Yes.
prepare the speech. Okay. So summer season, I would say that summer also, I mean, it is little bad on the body, but it also brings a lot of advantages. Like a lot of fruits like mango, you know, the mango is my favorite fruit, which comes in summer. So I know that, I mean, I love mango, so I always wait for April. That is the month when the mango starts coming and then goes to April, May and June. So I think summer, the fond memories with mangoes, I would say. And for the summer, I would say the experience is like I was in Hyderabad for like 8 years before this month only I moved to Bangalore. So I think if I compare the summer of Hyderabad and Bangalore, I think Bangalore is much better comparatively because Hyderabad it goes up to 40, 42 or even more than that, but here it is much better. So I would say that summer, although I don't like in terms of and one thing I would say that so my hometown is Agra. So there also summer is very harsh. I mean, the summer and winter both are harsh in that part of the world. You saw Delhi, Agra. I mean, all that north part. So I would say that I used to love winters because I could study more in winters, but not in summers. So yeah, but I like summers and for the fruits it provides, and you can enjoy water much more in summers. Like you can go to a swimming or play. Like all the water sports will feel much better in summers compared to other seasons. So yeah, that's all about summer. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Anek. That was a wonderful table topic, and we definitely were able to view how you felt, in the summers. So that was great. Now let me have my second volunteer. Anyone from online or offline?
Offline.
Who is it?
It's, yeah, you can't see me. I think.
Oh, hi. Oh, we spoke, right?
Yeah, we spoke yesterday.
Yeah. Devi, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, welcome, Devi.
Thank you.
Thank you for making to the meeting. So you are our second table topic speaker. So for you, Devi, may I know where is your hometown, or is it Bangalore itself?
I love that question because it's not a one answer.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm a South Indian. I come from Andhra, but I never lived there. And I'm born and brought up in Chhattisgarh and studied in Bangalore. Not Bangalore, before that I did my graduation in Jabalpur, came to Bangalore to do my MBA, moved to Chennai, got married and moved to Chennai, and then came back to Bangalore. So it's not one answer.
Oh, that's a pan-Indian kind of a situation.
So you have to
So
cover
now,
now.
yeah. So now I'll again direct the question to you. Of all the places that you mentioned, I want to share with the audience, I want you to share with the audience a really good memory with any of the places or multiple places. It's up to you. So any of your fond memories with these places, I want you to share with us.
Okay, I will not need 30 seconds to say that because it's very easy to say that my most memorable time was my childhood, and that was spent in Chhattisgarh, Bilaspur. So I was born and brought up there, and it is one of the greenest places. Now it's not like that. So my dad comes from railways, so we lived in a railway quarters, which means it was surrounded with a lot of greeneries. And my favorite tree is a neem tree. I'll tell you why. So in the summers, in the afternoons after schools, it was a small, when we say quarters, as the term itself suggests, there are 4 small houses which are clubbed together, and then there is a gap, and then another group of 4 houses, right? So my house number was 90 by 2. It was a central house, and my mom is fond of trees. So there was, I think it was a shrub, but it was too small like now, and it was even more smaller. So after the school, I tree, and I would just sit there. So I was like that kind of a crazy person. And when I grew a little bigger and I could not sit on the flower tree, I will go and sit under the neem tree. And trees are something which I fascinate about. Every week, even now, I go to Kavan Park with my dogs because I cannot explain how much of calmness and peacefulness that gives to me. So going back to the memories and my most fond memories about my hometown, Bilaspur, or my birthplace, I did not end there, just sitting, okay? So I have this fascination that, as a kid, of course, not now, that everybody should have clean feet. Okay. So I will call my friends who were from different walks of life, as in different age groups and different family backgrounds and so on. And I will have sessions. I will have this old toothbrush of mine, okay, Vim, Rin, okay, and also the one which you use to wash the clothes, and I will clean their feet. Okay. And my mom found that. And in this entire process, at least once in a week, I will lose my footwear also. So even that would happen. So this is one of the very fond memories, and every time you will give me a topic like this, I will have even more interesting story to tell. So that is one of the fond memories, and that is one of the most fond places I have lived in. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Devi.
Thank you.
And I am from Odisha myself, and I have heard so much about Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh. I've never been there, but definitely after hearing your stories, it has painted a wonderful picture of Bilaspur. Thank you so much. That was a great Stephen topic. Okay. Who's my third volunteer?
No,
He is on forever race.
when you were showing that background, no, it was looking Rupjor.
Okay. Okay. You can go.
Okay, I go.
Is it Abhinav?
Yes.
Okay. Abhinav, today you evaluated me. Now it's my turn. Okay. Abhinav, so your table topic today is you are a part of a superhuman race and you have the ability to breathe on land as well as water. Now, we are just mere humans, small little creatures. We don't know what's lying underneath the water. So it's your job. You have to dive in and tell us all the things that you see inside, inside the water.
He was tough.
Paint as a story.
Imagine the years 2055. A woman's about to give birth, and she's praying, please give gills to my son or daughter. Please give gills. Year now is 20 85. The person who was born was a girl and she had gills. Okay, but 2085 is going on. This person lives underwater and they have a colony underwater. All the thing they do is underwater because the earth now, the land area, is unlivable. There are no trees left. There's just pollution. All the movies you have seen, dystopia, we call about, that's what the earth is now left with. No trees, just pollution, broken buildings, burnt houses, all turned to ashes. This person goes to the ground and sees only devastation. She comes back to the underwater, to the colony, and she meets a very old person, a very, very old person. She goes to her and just shouts to her, "What did you do to me? All the places which I could have lived there, all the places we could have been there. Your generation ruined everything. You burnt fuels, fossil fuels, you killed all the greenery, you did everything bad to us. Now we have to live underwater. Fortunately, I have gills, but the rest of the people don't have those ability. So they have to live underwater in a subdued manner, not to the full potential they could have lived. So why do you do that? Imagine Greta Thunberg shouting, "Why do you do that? How dare you?" And that's my time.
That was a wonderful picture, a scary one too. You know, I wish now I had gills and I'll just go inside of water to avoid all of this. But yeah, let's just hope by 2055 somehow we have gills, right? Okay, I think Namrata also raised hand, right? Namrata, you want to give it a try?
Yeah.
I think we have time, right? Like, President, do you allow us? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Namrata, you are living in a world, it's different from Earth, very similar, but a little different. And in this world, you don't have LinkedIn, you don't have Naukri.com, you don't have any of those job searching applications or websites. Now, how do you land a six-figure job in this world? How do you network?
Okay, so it brings back me in 1900s maybe, like
Yeah.
I am 50, 100 or year old back. Feels like it was not that hard because our parents still found the jobs. They used to go through all the application. They used to manually submit the application, not online obviously. They used to go to every place like that. So I'll also explore like that. I'll visit every company if I want to be software engineer again on that planet also. If I want to take my personal sessions for yoga, I might have one big, huge, some session for everybody, and then I'll ask everybody if anybody wants to join, and I can take the personal training classes or some group classes like that. So if there is not LinkedIn and everything, they don't have to know what I did before because I have to show certificates, right? I cannot directly tell that, like, they can't see that, okay, she was working in Oracle or something else. Maybe I can give some fake certificates, which I'll not obviously. In case of software engineer, I might. Yeah, that's it. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Namrata, for sharing different ideas of how to forge certificates. Definitely use it in the future. Now I think we are done, and I'll like to call back Toastmaster of the Day, Maria.
Yes, thank you so much, Toastmaster Dinesh, for having this impromptu table topic session. It was really nice. So I just wanted to go further on the exercise part. So even if you guys don't exercise now, don't really let that overwhelm you. Even getting outside for a 10-minute brisk walk a couple of days a week can help combat the health problems that come with a completely sedentary lifestyle. Okay, so no matter the age or physical stability, every human being can benefit from even a little bit of exercise. And National Exercise Day today is here to act as a reminder for us to get out there and create a new habit of physical activity for the sake of a healthy, long life. Over to you, Toastmaster Shailu.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Maria, for such a wonderful orchestration. Please give a huge applause to Toastmaster Maria. I thank each one of you for taking the roles, and especially our icebreakers, Toastmaster Abhipsa, Toastmaster Dakshayani. Thank you for attempting the speech, and I hope you will again attempt more such speeches. And as you all know, like our area director visited our club, so it's like a yearly visit they have to do. And I'm pleased to announce that he has given us the score exceed expectation. So the highest score what we got. In all the parameters, he has given us the full marks. So kudos to everyone for such beautiful implementation.
Party.
Yes. And as our guest joined little late, so I just like to tell you that this is not our regular setting of Toastmasters structures meeting. What we have a proper speeches, then we have a table topic, then we have evaluation. Generally, we have 2 speaker slots, but today we are running the icebreaker, like speech marathon, to accommodate more speakers as we have new members. So the new member first, they give icebreaker speech to get introduced in the club. That is the thing, and I request you all to please do visit our meeting regularly and take membership as well. So I would like to hear feedback from you, ma'am.
Okay, you can call me Devi.
Sure.
Hi everyone. And first of all, when I entered, I think you were already speaking, and I could relate to. And I felt every moment I felt that I should come and speak, and that usually doesn't happen. My first interaction or first time when I went on stage, it was in graduation. I was so scared, but I loved the attention. Okay, so like this is something I should do, and I'm a little late. And the moment I saw that there was a QR code near the first floor, and I was like, I should try this out. So I'm a person who is very high on vibes, and the vibes of this group is really amazing, and I'm really looking forward to. I think you are also new like me, so I think we will do something amazing stuff. So I think the bar is high. You have done amazing stuff. Everybody is unique, and I felt that what you both, I think you're relatively young, what you know and the amazing like already you have in terms of art knowledge, and it's amazing. So really looking forward to have a group more like cheering each other and doing great things. The entire objective of Trailblazers is to make us equipped to speak well in terms of public speaking, and throw the fear out, which I already have at this moment. So the vibes were amazing, positive vibes, and I think we will only get better from here. So really looking forward. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And you are welcome. Like a number of times you can come to our club and be a guest, and if you want, you can take the membership as well.
I have already filled the form.
Sure.
Already filled the form, and I have already put a reminder that Thursdays I'll be here physically present.
Sure, definitely. Thank you so much. You can take the seat.
Thank you.
I would like to hear from Anik. He's the ex-Toastmasters.
So I think about me, I will tell about Toastmasters only. So I think I joined in 2012 in Mumbai, and then I moved to Bangalore, and then I went to Hyderabad, and then come back to Bangalore again. So I have joined meetings in all the places, I would say. But I think Bangalore is a city which has a lot of clubs, right? Like corporate clubs, community clubs. So here actually I was much more involved like 5 years ago, but now I came back, so I want to start it again. In Hyderabad, the Toastmasters is there, but not that many clubs. So that's why I want to restart. And I would say about the meeting, I mean, just sitting through the meeting, you can learn a lot of things. So that is what I like. In 1 hour, 30 minutes, you learn so many stories, so many people. So this is what a great thing about Toastmasters. And it also kind of inspires you. Like today I learned that I need to practice more. Like I was not very much comfortable because it's a kind of gap of 5 years that I'm coming on stage. But I would like to start again, and then yeah, looking forward to do speeches and participate. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amit. So I request all of you to please scan the QR and give the voting for the best speaker, best role taker. Guests are also allowed to do that. And special mention to Toastmaster Dinesh for such a wonderful table topics, as it was not planned and you took it up. So being a president, it always gave me a sense of happiness and like proud that my club members are so much above in taking the roles and taking our meetings a way forward. Thank you so much. Please give a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Dinesh.
Any.cc/KTMC ballot.
Can you show that again? QR code.
Dinesh, can you show again?
Yeah.
And this Saturday, we are going to have our Division G contest, where we have international speech contest, table topic contest, and evaluation speech contest. I request all of you to please register for that. And even if you also want, being a guest, you can also join us. We'll share you the link. It's a full day event, 9 to 5. And I'm very proud to say that one of our club member, Toastmaster Barnali, is going to compete in the international speech contest. On behalf of Club Toastmaster Barnali, we wish you all the very best, and we wish you win the contest and get the Trailblazers flag high.
In other contests also we could have been there.
Yeah, but we have our members in both the contest, table topic contest and the evaluation contest, but due to some personal reason they dropped off. But still, yeah, Abhinav, we have all the votes.
Do have 9 votes.
Okay.
Everybody has what we get.
Okay, you can just share the
10
results
votes
now.
I just wanted to.
Okay, we got 10 responses till now. So based on that, we had 4 speeches today. So best speaker today goes to Abhipsa. In terms of best evaluator, again tie today. It goes to Barnali and Shailu. The best table topic speaker today goes to Devi. And the best role taker today goes to Toastmaster Maria. 5 stars, 9 times.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhinav. And thank you and congratulations to all the winners. And thank you for joining the meeting. With this, I officially announce this meeting as closed. And I request all the offline participants, please come on stage. We'll have a group photograph. And I request all the online participants to please turn on the video if you can. Then we'll have a group photograph.
Maybe a little zoomed in.
Okay, I'll go further. Good enough?
Yeah.
Even for the last week.
Last week, 7 months. You stand there.
Come. Yeah. Shall we in middle, then we'll do like this.
Okay.
Height-wise, then I have to go that side.
Come. Come here. Come in front.
Yeah.
It's not visible. Come here.
I think we may need to zoom out a little bit. Or zoom out a little bit.
It's not visible. Come here.
Anik is not visible.
Yeah,
Okay. And that's fine. I think everyone is visible. Okay, smile. Done.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you everyone. Dinesh, you can stop recording.
Keep coming. As a guest. Don't hurry. Just
Take the video.
You're saying something to me?
No, I just stop recording.
Oh, okay. I forgot.